Welcome everybody to the NFL preview show from SBC. I'm Brian Barth alongside Jonah Ilwine and Sam Fetterman. Well, we're going to talk about the teams that could come out as a diamond in the rough this year or slide back as they've had too much high hopes in their expectation category coming in to this season. Sam, which category you think is going to stand out, and for which teams you think are going to fall into those good and terribly bad categories?
I think I might be taking the easy answer here. I think the Cleveland Browns are not going to be good this year. They'll be better than they were last year. They'll probably win 8 or 9 games. But I don't think they're a playoff team just yet. I think that they still need work to do. Baker Mayfield is a second-year quarterback. He's going to need some maturing. And here, the thing with quarterbacks is you can have a great rookie year and a struggle in your sophomore year. And if you ask literally anyone in the NFL, they'll tell you that the Browns are getting overhyped.
Jonah?
I agree with that. They have obviously new additions to this team. Strong, though they didn't have a first-round pick because of the Odell trade. They did have a strong draft. But I think since Odell hasn't played a season with Baker yet, and Baker's still young, I think they're going to need a year or two to get fully to where they'll be. But I think they will win 8 or 9 games as well.
I also think I totally agree on the Browns thing. 8 to 9, definitely the cap at the amount of games that they're going to win this year, for sure. Also, looking in at Cincinnati, it's almost time for rebuild mode, honestly.
It is time for rebuild mode there.
You still have
AJ Green.
You still have one star, and that's it. It is rebuild mode, and the question is, when do you start it? You can't really start it now, but really in the next offseason. So really another tanking year for the Cincinnati Bengals coming up this year. But another team I wanted to look at is none other than the Philadelphia Eagles. And Sam, I know you have something to say about that.
I think it's a make or break year for Carson Wentz right now. He just signed his massive extension, but that's not the make or break part. The make or break part is this year is going to determine whether he's good, because they have no fallback. Nick Foles is no longer there to save the day at the end of the year, and that's going to be a tough division. Dallas is pretty good, and the Redskins had a pretty good draft, bringing in 2 very good first-round picks. And I think that the way that Carson Wentz plays this year, the Eagles will go as far as Wentz takes them. If he gets hurt, I don't know if the Eagles are going to be able to hold it up because Nate Sudfeld is not Nick Foles.
Well, you bring up a good point about the Redskins draft in this past offseason. And you got the 2 first-round picks. You got Montez Sweat, and you have
Dwayne Haskins.
So there's 2 right off the bat. Also, but the one I love, and you know this, other than you've got a wide receiver that Haskins has been throwing to from Ohio State. But my favorite one's certainly the 4th-round pick in Bryce Love. He should have won the Heisman Trophy not once, but twice, and consecutively. Out of Stanford, he should have won it that first year, and then got hurt, and sadly gotten that entire season taken away from him, and 3 rounds out of the NFL draft cut out of his resume for his entire career going forward. Bryce Love's a heck of a player and can rush on the NFL level like a pro. Match with AP incredibly. There's a high ceiling for this team.
And here's a team that another make or break year that I want to talk about. Jacksonville. I think that they got their quarterback, they got their core. We're trying to figure out this year. Was their 2017 season a one-hit wonder, a fluke, or are they for real for the future? Because they now have their quarterback, they have their defense, they got Josh Allen in the draft. So will Jacksonville be good this year? We don't know.
I think there's another team, the Chargers. I think they have a very good all-around team, and I think if Keenan Allen can stay on the field, Mike Williams can stay on the field, the receivers, if Melvin Gordon can stay healthy, I think they're legit, and I think they'll give the whole AFC a team to watch out for.
Yeah,
well, that's about all the time we have. From Sam Fetterman and Jonah Ilwine, I'm Brian Barth saying so long from Baltimore, Maryland, and see you next time on the Playoff Preview Show.